and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. This is the American Journeyman, and we are back with Michigan State University, and it's the best time of year. It is, of course, tournament time. We are in the Big Ten tournament, what they're calling the quarterfinal, versus the team we just played, our bitter rival, the team we just lost to. We get a chance to come back and avenge that regular season loss versus University of Michigan. Let's check out the tournament scene here, see what we're looking at. Here's the tournament tree. Looks like Maryland is going to play Ohio State. So Ohio State won the play-in game to play against Maryland, which Maryland was the top seed this year. So they're going to be a tough draw for Ohio State, but Ohio State's a tough team as well. It was a pretty good league, top to bottom, honestly. There weren't many really bad teams. I think Rutgers is not very good. They're going to have a tough time versus Penn State, the second-ranked team in the Big Ten. And then Michigan State, of course, that's a big rivalry game. Wisconsin versus Indiana, that's a tough matchup because both those teams were top, at least near the top of the league for most of the season. Indiana slid down at the bottom of at the end of the year, but they are traditionally one of the best teams in the league, so that's going to be a tough matchup. Definitely Maryland in their second round, getting either Wisconsin or Indiana. That's a tough matchup for the number one seed. But like I said, not a lot of easy games to be had this year in the Big Ten. So we're taking on Michigan. Most likely we'll take on Penn State in the next round. And then the finals, who knows? Could be Maryland, could be Indiana, could be anybody up here, I think, except Ohio State. I don't think Ohio State is that great of a team. Let's take a look at the matches. Here they are. We just mentioned match preview. Michigan, 5-4 favorites. We're back at the UofM soccer stadium once again because they are the higher ranked seed. Because they beat us that last game of the year, they overtook us in the table. So we've got to go back to Ann Arbor, the worst place in the world. But yeah, they are the favorites. They're on decent form. We're on inconsistent form. Both of us winning 3 of our last 5. Their strength is their defense. We saw that in the last game. They like to run a very defensive scheme, and they've got some good defenders. And if they get up on you, it's hard to come back. So we can't let that happen. All right, let's get to our team selection here. 64 degrees and gusty, by the way. So we've got some roster issues. Some very, very serious roster issues. Bjarnason out on international duty, the worst timing in the world. I couldn't get to it soon enough to tell him not to go. He's in with the Iceland under-21s. They're playing in some league, some Europe league out there, and I tried to get him to come back, but I can't get him back. Now, I was able to rescue all of our other guys who were going to go out on loan, including our reserve goalkeeper, Jelic. So we'll put him up there. He's going to be our starter. That doesn't bode well. Clear that position. Get Bjarnason out there. Also, we've got a suspension. Jaijun got an extra yellow card in the last game, his 5th or whatever it was, and now he's out of there. Good news, though, on that front is we did get Miller is back. So we can put Miller back in the lineup. Put him in there for Vargas. We can move Portugal down to defensive midfielder and move Shaheta in at midfield. So we've got, mostly the team that we want. It's very unfortunate to be without Bjarnason. We almost lost Van Boxtel. And we almost lost Shaheta, and we almost lost Nielsen also to international duty. So I had to cancel their flights and say, no, we've got the Big Ten tournament to deal with. So that's the team. That's what we're looking at. It's still decent. It's still, most of our starters. So we should be fine. It's just, You know, a lot of our success this year I have to put down to Bjarnason. He was an outstanding keeper for us, very highly rated, and now we got to rely on Zelik, although Zelik is match fit, so that is good news. Submit the team. We've only selected 8 substitutes of a possible 12 because that's all we got. We got no reserve keeper. Thin in the midfield as always, but you know what? It's playoff time, and this is what we got. So we got Zelik in goal, Johnstone and Morris at the fullbacks, Kaba and Green, Portugal, Shaheta in the midfield, Miller with Torres and Nielsen on the wings. Torres has proved to be our highest rated player at 7.26. 6 goals, 2 assists. That's pretty good for a winger. Bernard up top, our leading goal scorer with only 6 goals. I'd expect a little bit more from a striker. But, you know, we kind of did it by committee this year. Miller with 5 goals. Nielsen with a goal. Shaheta, a goal. So, you know, just about everybody has scored a goal. Portugal. Meanwhile, Michigan going with that 4-5-1 that they seem to love. Now, they got their wingers sort of going forwards, or they've got their midfielders dropping back. It's hard to say, but we got to watch out for Estrada. Very good winger, 4 assists, 6.84 rating, and Post, another very good winger, also 4 assists, and of course the captain, Heath, the goal scorer, 5 goals on the season. So, got to watch out for those guys. Everybody else seems to be defensive in nature. Even their highest rated player, Eric Shaw, 6.98 rating. He looks to be a no-nonsense defensive fullback. So it's all about not giving up set-piece goals to this team and maybe sneaking one in there and then trying to control possession, I think, is what we need to do. Let's hand over to the assistant and the pep talk. Opposition instructions. What are we looking for? Estrada. Yeah. What's this? Most red cards. All right, so we got to watch out for De Leon. He's their enforcer, apparently. Everybody else will cover as we see fit. I don't think we need to tightly mark De Leon or Perez. All right, that seems good. Let's go. Here's the kickoff. The interestingly named UofM soccer stadium. You'd think they'd name, you'd think they'd have some famous player or alumni or booster or something they could name it after. All right, first highlight in the books. What are we looking at here? Should we... Oh, here, Bernard on the free kick. Should we stick to key highlights, or should we crank it up to extended? Chances are we're only going to play one game this episode. Might as well show all of them highlights. Now, fitness-wise, we're pretty good. All right, here we go. Johnstone with a throw-in. Gets it to Torres in the box. Portugal centers to Morris. The fullback's going to take a shot. He does. Saved by Urbina, but that'll get us a corner. Here we go. Nielsen, the youngster, sends it in back post. Nobody is there. Miller's going to have to chase it down. Kaba, we don't really want him handling the ball. He does get fouled by Sandoval, though. So even though we don't really want our central defenders handling the ball, he did an okay job. Here's a free kick. Bernard. He's going to try to get one in there straight at the keeper. I mean, he put a little curve on it. He just didn't start it out wide enough, I think. So all he did was curve it right back into the keeper. Michigan's got a little bit of a fitness issue at right back. Shaw's not looking too healthy. They're also... Collings has an injury, so... They're not at 100%, but they do have a bigger roster than we do, so they're okay. We're a little... nervous and apprehensive. What are our team instructions? Yeah, we're just trying to control the ball at this point. You know, if they're going to play defensive and stay back in their zone, I guess we'll let them. We'll just control the ball, knock it around the park. Try to be the team that gets the goal. It's It's like it's going to come down to luck. Which team's going to get the first goal? Here's Jelic. Bombs one downfield. Heath has it for Michigan. They're going to start an attack here. We're not really a counterattack type team, so this could be a highlight for them. There's a nice tackle, though. Caba gets it to Portugal. Gonna bomb one downfield. Bernard on the run behind the defense. Seems to be onside. He tries to chip it. I've seen harder back passes than that, honestly. He tried to get a little too creative there. You know, it's hard with that lone striker. He does have 14 finishing, so he tried to get a little creative. 11 flair. Just wasn't up to the challenge there. I said it's hard for that lone striker to be too creative when he gets behind the defense. He's just got to go straight at the keeper and try to score. You know, because he's going to be all by himself for the most part. Michigan. Not looking too happy right now. Disinterested by their coach. Just about halftime. 1 minute of extra time coming up. We're in the extra time. Looks like we're going to end the half 0-0. We only have 47% possession. So, do we want to crank it up? We had that one pass that got behind the defense. We're on attacking. We're trying to work the ball in the box. Maybe we could look... Maybe we could go a little more direct. Try like a... we're in counterattack mode here. It's just, you know, we've been counterattacking and then slowing it down. So maybe we can counterattack and speed it up. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Try a little bit more direct passing and see how that works. All right. We owe Michigan after what happened last time. Revenge, boys. Revenge. Remember who we're playing. We're playing the Wolverines. We got to beat these guys. We can't lose to them twice in one season. Never hear the end of that. All right. So we're probably going to have even less possession, which is not good, but they might be susceptible on the back line. I don't know. Bernard, he's motivated. He's looking for that goal. Let's see what we can do. Apprehensive and anxious. Let's encourage the boys. Come on. Somehow we're up to 49% possession, even though we're bombing it. Or at least we're more aggressive. Now, that team talk did absolutely nothing. Here's Bernard with another free kick. Oof, this one he curves, but curves it wide. We're up to 50% possession, so the world is turned upside down. I don't know what's going on. Maybe, Michigan was lulling us into a false sense of security, or just lulling us to sleep, I guess. Or maybe they've gone more aggressive in the second half. It's not really, doesn't seem to be their MO, but who knows. Nielsen picks up a yellow card. Abdel Hamid for Michigan picks up a yellow card as well. Bernard is motivated, but he's on a 6.4 rating. Miller picks up another yellow card. So he might get suspended. De Leon has been subbed out. Here's Torres now with a free kick. Off the wall. He's going to recover it, though. Can we get a second play? Nobody really to drop it back to at the moment. He's getting harassed. There we go. Gets it to Morris and ends the highlight. Miller's looking apprehensive. Nielsen try to bomb forward. Miller, though, gathers it in. Get it out wide. There it is. Nielsen. We had a foul there in midfield. Nobody called it. Nielsen takes a shot. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to generate anything we can. Shouts. Demand more. Let's go, boys. What are you doing out there? Pressured. We're pressured by the problems here. Portugal seems to be our best player at the moment. All right, 71 minutes. Let's make some subs here. Should we bring in Boxtel? Yeah. I mean, Bernard is just not doing it at the moment. Boxtel might be able to use that finishing. I was considering switching to the 4-2-4. But I don't know. Let's see. What's Bernard's? His penalty taking is only 4, so it's fine to get him out of there. Boxtel, his penalty taking is 11, so we definitely want him in there. We might want to start thinking about penalties right now. 6 for Vargas. Edwards has been training well. He's up to 6. Skeevel, 2. No, we don't need him in there. Let's see. 4 for Torres on the left-hand side. Bring in Edwards for Torres. I mean, because we can make as many subs as we want, so why not, right? Right? That makes sense? Yes, maybe? I don't know. James Richards, he's also been training well. He's up to 7 crossing on the left-hand side. Is he better than Johnstone? They're about the same. Johnstone is better physically. Richards, better technically, I suppose. But we'll leave them as is. Do we want to get any of those yellow cards out of there? Not really. Those are our 2 best players, Nielsen and Miller. So we will let them do their thing. All right. Waiting for the next highlight. Michigan's made another sub. We got our 2 subs in there. Van Boxtel and Edwards. Like I said, Van Boxtel did get called up to the Dutch under-20s, so it was a good deal for him, but we had to cancel it because we got these playoff games. I hated doing it, but we just don't have the roster. Do not have the roster available to worry about that. So 83 minutes. We might be looking at the golden goal situation here. And then, if the golden goal doesn't go off, they should go to penalties. I can't imagine they wouldn't. Here's 88 minutes in. Michigan has it. Sanchez. Sandoval looking to start the offense. Estrada moving in. We should be covering him pretty well. There's a nice steal. Portugal having a great game. Let's see if he can get it downfield. Is there anybody to get it downfield to? I don't think so. Johnstone's going to hold it up, then bomb it forward. Not a lot happening there. Heath heads it on. Sanchez has it for Michigan. He's one of their deadly guys. They've got a bunch of guys in the middle. Boy, if he'd passed that, Michigan had 3 guys rushing right up the middle of the field. But he sent it straight to Jelic, who was there. He's composed. He hasn't played many games for us this year. Portugal's a little tired, but he's also playing outstanding. We also don't have a substitute for him. So, he's staying in the game, friends and family, unfortunately. All right, we're coming up 4 minutes of extra time, 2 minutes to go. 1 minute, 30 seconds. All right. 30 seconds overdue. Extra time kickoff. We have 19 shots to their 2. 10 on target. 52% possession. So we turned it around in that second half by going more, it doesn't make sense. It's sort of like 1 + 1 = 3 over here. I don't understand, but you know what? I don't know. We're just going to do some sort of pep talk and get on with the extra half. I'm so confused that, we're just going to go with the flow, basically. Johnstone sends one downfield. If we can get them to mess up Carpenter. Oh, boy. He was pressured there by Van Boxtel. He just could not. Van Boxtel doesn't really have great speed. 9 pace. So he couldn't really, you know, put as much pressure as he could or should. But it was a valiant attempt. He's got flair. He's got off-the-ball teamwork. You know, that finishing, of course, is amazing. He does have decent acceleration and decent fitness, strength. You know, we're trying to make him a target man. Nielsen chips one out wide for Edwards. Edwards sends one in. Van Boxtel with his yellow card. Gets it to Nielsen with the yellow card. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's give the boys a concentrate. Let's give the boys a concentrate. We're apprehensive. We're nervous. Just telling them to concentrate, do anything at all for them. Shaheda's got a yellow card. Concentrate makes them overwhelmed. Oh my God, I've never been told to concentrate in my life. I don't know what to do. Defense playing very well. Look at that. 7-0 ratings across the board. Johnstone in Portugal. It's these guys up front not playing very well. Shaheda and Portugal look exhausted out there. Well, we ain't got nothing for them. Decent amount of shots, but most of them are long-range efforts. Yes, understand. 1 minute of stoppage time in golden goal. Just about up. Extra time, halftime. We have reached this point. Let's see here. Miller penalty taking 10. Vargas penalty taking 6. So, like, I don't think we'll go another half. They can't. There's no way they can make us go another half. Oof. Kaba penalty taking 1. How are our guys on the bench? Penalty taking 2. Gonzalez, penalty taking 2. Richards, penalty taking 3. So none of those guys are going to be huge help. Eisner, 4. None of those guys are going to be huge help if it goes to penalties. We are getting tired out there. You know, Michigan's made a lot of subs, so they're fresh. They're very fresh compared to us. But I don't really want to make any changes, unfortunately. You know, defensively, we're playing so well, I don't want to take any of those guys out. And midfield, we don't really have much choice. So we just got to go. Just got to let the boys out there, let them win this one on guts and determination. We have to beat Michigan. We can't lose a second game. 21 shots, 21 fouls. They've got 24 fouls. 4 yellow cards to 3. Here we go. Edwards. Edwards with the free kick. Loops it. Not good at all. Why is Edwards taking free kicks anyway? What's his free kick taking? 5? What is that? Free kicks. Attack. No, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I want set piece takers. There we are. I know this is thrilling in the middle of a game. What's happening? What's happening? All right, here we go. Corners, free kick, Bernard Esquivel. Nielsen. Yeah, why isn't Nielsen taking kicks? Okay, confirm. Portugal at 57%. Not good. Urbina. And boom one downfield. Here we go, lads. Let's not mess it up. Let's get an attack. There it is, Johnstone. Bombing it forward. Van Boxtel cannot get there. Wallace. We're going to make a sub here. We're going to change Van Boxtel to target man. See if they'll just send the ball to him. Unless Michigan scores here, in which case, you know, it's a moot point. But they are messing around with it at midfield. Just sort of trying to get one forward. Johnstone drops it back to Jelic. All right. This is the ultimate highlight. We've already been up and down the field twice. See if we can go again. There's Van Boxtel. That's why I wanted to turn him into a target man. He gets the tackle, does not get a yellow card. He boots it. Oh, my Lord. Johan with the golden goal. Here comes the bench clearing out. We're celebrating with the hot dog vendor. Here comes the goalkeeper. Look at this maneuver. Hamid, oh, that's a great tackle. No call. And then he just lines it up and says, forget it. I'm just going to put it far corner. What a pinpoint shot. Wow. How about that? Golden goal victory in the second half of extra time. Who knows what would have happened after that? I think penalties, but you never know. Wow. What a win, boys. We avenged our loss to Michigan. Well done. Outstanding. Whew. Wow. Unbelievable. Michigan State in control. I mean, we were in control of that match. We had outshot them. We'd outpossessed them for the most part. At least after that first half, we outpossessed them the rest of the way. Postmaster Press Conference, Van Boxtel got the goal at 8.2 rating. One shot on target, and it's the one that counted. Outstanding. All right. So, we don't want to go to this press conference because I want to see the draw. I want to see who won. Wow. Upset City Rutgers beats Penn State 2-0. Indiana beat Wisconsin. We still have, if Ohio State beats Maryland, that could make us the favorites. I mean, probably right now Indiana's the favorite. Because like I said, they were a really good team this year. They just fell off at the end of the year. They had sort of a similar situation to us when we lost those 3 games in the middle of the year. Let's see the matchups. Big Ten Conference semifinal draw. Bowling Green have made an offer to Van Boxtel. We'd really like that to not be a thing. All right, Morris has improved. Here we go. The draw today. There should be no draw. I mean, it should be just the matchups. Michigan State first. So they reseeded the tournament? Is that really how it works? That's not usually how it works. So they reseeded the tournament to give Indiana the favored matchup against Rutgers. And then we face Ohio State. Interesting. Interesting. Not happy with that at all. Because we should have played Rutgers. That's bogus. That's extremely bogus. I'm so upset by that. I'm like clicking around. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to see the tournament tree is what I'm trying to do. So they've messed up the tree. What's the point of having a tree if you're not going to follow the branches? You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the quarterfinals, Rutgers beat Penn State, so they should, yeah, they flipped the tree around. I'm not happy about that. Not happy at all. So we get Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State's beatable, although they may have beaten us this year. if I'm not mistaken. Look at our losses here. We lost to Wisconsin, Indiana, Penn State, Elon, and Michigan. No, we did beat Ohio State this year. We beat them 2-1. Okay, so we could beat them again, but still, I thought Rutgers was the inferior team. But anyway, we'll go with this. We'll take what fate has given us. We're one game away from the Big Ten Tournament Championship, and that's what counts. Okay, so we're going to end it there. Come back, take a look at Ohio State, and hopefully win the semifinals. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.